Hello, everybody. I forgot to turn the thing on. There we go. Welcome to the stream. Let me try that again. Hold on, that was a mess. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. With me, Forte07, and my sound is already off, I can tell. New game, kind of. Hold on a second, it's gonna break things. New game, kind of. We're playing. Yeah, you saw nothing. I totally remembered to turn on the capture card. We're back with a new game. Well, new for the stream. It's Nuzlocke time. And we all know how much I love these, and my hair looks like a mess. Wow. So I'm gonna well, that didn't help at all. I'm gonna preface, I'm a bit frazzled right now. We would have started on time. Honest promise, mean it. But, you know, humans are amazing creatures. We've come up with lots of brilliant things. Like phones and video games and computers and bridges and cars and folding chairs and tables, right? We're quite ingenious as an overall species. I, however, am an idiot of our species. I went to the store before stream to get a few things, including some stew meat, and I'm gonna make homemade vegetable beef stew probably this weekend. Drove all the way home, was putting things away, and I could not find my stew meat. I left it at the store like a genius. So I had to drive all the way back and go get my meat. And that's why we were late, because I was also going to eat something before we started. So that's why we're starting now, because I still needed to eat something. After I went back to the store to get my fucking stew meat that I bought. So that's why we're late, and I'm kind of all over the place. Also, I know this is the wrong hat. We're going to use this as the Nuzlocke hat. I don't remember if this hat is what we wore when we played the other one. Did we even have the webcam then? I don't remember. But this is Nuzlocke hat now, because I said so. Anyway, let me turn off my spooky Pokemon music. It was on because this is a spooky game. I know it doesn't look like a spooky game, but it's a very spooky game for me. Also, I hope you like the overlay. I had no idea what to do for it. This is what we got. But anyway, we're gonna start. I gotta go through setup. We're doing it in English because the last thing we need to do is make this harder by putting it in a different language. That would suck. So we're not gonna do that. Hello there. It's so very. Oh wait, shut up. Person talking to me. Today, by the way, is March 9th. It is False Teeth Day. I don't know what that means. The image that they use for it is a tooth in a cape. So, yeah, that's an interesting design choice for today. But whatever, right? Anyway, back to the intro of the game. My intro's done, which is just me complaining about how I'm dumb and left my meat at the store. Anyway, hello there. It's so very nice to meet you. Welcome to the world of Pokemon. Hi, Professor. My name is Rowan. However, everyone just calls me the Pokemon Professor. Do all the Pokemon Professors get annoyed? Like, do they all have... When they meet up, do they all argue on who's actually the Pokemon Professor? Because every single one of them says this. This world is widely inhabited by creatures known as Pokemon. They are terrifying, according to Pokemon Legends. Oh, that shift to his hand back to his waist wasn't very good. We humans live alongside Pokemon as friends. At times we play together, and at other times we work together. Some people use their Pokemon to battle and develop closer bonds with them. What do? I conduct research so that we may learn more about Pokemon. Now why don't you tell me a little bit about yourself? Photo. I guess we're gonna go with that one. I'll go with this Forte. Normally I'd go with my normal name, but I have... So, disclaimer time. I've played a little bit of Shining Pearl. That's because I missed it, unfortunately. they had like a pre-order bonus that you had to have mystery gift unlocked for, so I was trying to rush through to get mystery gift unlocked and I didn't make it in time. But because I already started the file, which I thought would have the special stuff on it, I just made a separate account on my Switch for the NUZLOCKE, so that's where we are. So we'll just use the screen name that I normally use. Your name is... yes. Okay, so you're Forte. A fine name that is. Oh, now this boy here, I believe he's your friend. What might his name be? I forgot about him. Who wants to name... well, whoever's here gets to name... whoever's here. Twaz, you're here. Guess what? You get to be the rival. That's how this works. Sorry. No one else is talking and no one else is here. No, it's not Clint. It's Twaz. You are my rival. You are my hyperactive rival. Congrats. Twaz, is it? That's your friend's name? Yeah. I've always wanted to be a rival, not really, but sure. Well, Pokemon rivals are friendly rivals. Unless it's like Gold and Silver, then he's kind of an asshat. But we're not playing Gold and Silver, so you're fine. Can I say though, I don't like his hair either. What was his... oops, I didn't read that. Whatever. What was his name again? Oh, wow, there's still stickers in here. They look like shit. I don't know if this is going to help me, so I'm not looking up stuff online. Instead, I have this old thing. It's the guide for the original games. I doubt it follows anything for this one. They've probably changed shit a lot. Wasn't the rival's name like Wally or something? Or no, Wally was in a different game, wasn't he? What was this kid's name? Like, what is his actual name? What's it supposed to be? I don't remember. Barry? Was it Barry? Was it something silly like that? I know we tried to do like a tier list for Pokemon rivals, but I don't remember their names. Pokemon rival. Pokemon rivals. I think Wally was the one weak kid from Ruby and Sapphire, right? In the games. Yeah, Wally was the other kid. I don't know why I get Wally and this chucklehead mixed up. His name... well, he's just considered your friend because he's not listed in the list of rival... oh wait, yes he is. It's Barry. Okay. Yeah, I never liked Barry's hair either. He needs to brush it. Your very own tale of grand adventure is about to unfold. On your journey, you will meet countless Pokemon and people. I'm sure that along the way, you will discover many things, perhaps even something about yourself. What I'm going to discover, sir, is that this is a terrible idea, but we're going to do it anyway. Now go on and leap into the world of Pokemon. Don't tell me what to fucking do. But yeah, I'm not sure how far we'll get today. We'll see how far we can get by 11. Despite the exploration team's best efforts, the rare, oddly colored Pokemon eluded detection. The rumored red Gyarados failed to appear, even fleetingly, to the crestfallen team. Oh no. That concludes our special report, Search for the Red Gyarados. Brought to you by Jubilife TV on Nationwide Net. See you next week, same time, same channel. So, I've been playing with this. And I will be honest, I thought... now, I haven't played a lot on my other file. I didn't even get to the first gym. I got him to go to the gym, but I did not battle him. I'm not... You're a chibi, why? I don't know. See, that's what I'm getting at. I don't really like the style of this game. I will be 100% honest. It's cute, but it's also very jarring. The other thing I discovered is after playing Pokemon Legends, this game feels very chunky. That's cute. Good job, Chibi Me. And I get it that this is a port from the old games, but it feels very stiff. And you'll see here during the opening cutscenes that it looks even stiffer, because your characters only move on those like really confined angles. Granted, I guess it's more than the original games where it's only in 4 cardinal directions. You at least have the other 4 directions for your character to work with. But I don't really like it. Also, I don't understand why your character's mouth, you can kind of see it. It's very low res. It's very pixelated. And it's like, I'm sorry, the rest of my face looks okay. The eyebrows are getting a bit wonky there at the corners, but why does the mouth look like shit? I feel like it shouldn't. Now, I'm guessing if you're playing on handheld, you're not going to notice, but I'm not. I notice. It bothers me. The backgrounds just feel way too bright. Now, I get it. The last main Pokemon game was Sword and Shield, and the one before it was Ruby and Sapphire, the remakes, and those were on the 3DS, and you wouldn't notice, but there's something about this, it just feels too crisp in a weird way. Are you 6? No, we're just tiny. Forte, Twaz came calling for you a little while ago. I don't know what it's about, but he said it was an emergency. Of course he did. I want to complain. The boots here are... Oh, these might not be the running ones. I'm about to say, my boots here are tan. The character art that I used for the character image had them be pink. So I'm annoyed. Right this second, I hope they change when Mom gives me my running shoes. Oh yes, Forte, don't go into the tall grass. Wild Pokemon might attack you. It would be okay if you had your own Pokemon, but you don't. So, fuck you, kiddo. Thanks, Mom. Bye. So, rules for the Nuzlocke. It's pretty... We're gonna do pretty standard. Gotta catch the first Pokemon we encounter on each route. If it's a double, we will not be catching it. That doesn't count. And catches only count until after we're given Pokeballs. You can buy your own Pokeballs, but until after the catch tutorial, things aren't going to count. What was that about? You ran into me! Oh, hey, Forte. I'm going to the lake. You should come too, and be quick about it. It's getting dark out because I'm playing this at 8:46. Okay, Forte, I'm fining you 1 million Poké Dollars if you're late. Okay, bye. Oh, geez, forgot something. Like, I think the other thing is that they have to zoom in for the cutscenes here to make it a little bit more dynamic, but I don't know if I like that either. Twaz's mom. She looks very sleepy. She looks like she's just sick of her son. She's probably quite happy when he leaves home. Oh, hi, Morlock. Oh, hi, Forte. Did you come calling on Twaz? He was gone for a second, but then he came running right back home. He just can't sit still, that boy. I wonder who he takes after. Not you, obviously, because you look like you could use, 15 coffees. I better take my bag and my guidebook too. You had your bag when you left the first time, but okay. Oh, hey, Forte. I didn't see you like 5 seconds ago. We're going to the lake. I'll be waiting on the road. It'll be a 10 million Poké Dollar fine if you're late. 10 million now? It was 1 million a second ago. Fuck you, asshole. Oh, okay. I don't have running shoes yet, so we gotta meander about for a while. But it's a Pokemon game. We're probably not going to talk to everybody, but, you know. Hi, Forte, you're looking for Twaz. He just went tearing off a little while ago. He's probably not gone too far. Why not go chase after him? Because it's dark, but, you know, don't go into the tall grass, but you can go out into the fucking wilderness at 9 in the evening. It's fucking fine. Hey, you saw the news report that was on TV, right? You know, search for the red Gyarados, the mysterious appearance of the furious Pokemon in a lake. That's a very long fucking title. That show got me to thinking. I'll bet our lake has a Pokemon like that in it, too. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go find a Pokemon like that. Alright, if you say so. Also, if you're wondering why your character doesn't have your hat, you don't get it until you actually embark on your thing, because, you know, that's how you know you're on an adventure, is if you wear a hat. If you're not wearing a hat, your adventure doesn't count. Sorry, it's the rules. Man, inflation's gotten bad. Just a little bit. Alright, to the lake. Let's find us a red Gyarados. Alright. And I know why they're doing it. I hate how they do the trees. I don't know what I'm expecting. I feel like I want to go back and look at, like, Ruby and Sapphire's remakes and see how they handle things. But the trees just look silly. The water, however, looks better here than it does in Pokemon Arceus. So that's saying something. I don't know what, but something. What's going on? Professor, there's nothing out of the ordinary on the other side either. I may have been mistaken. Something appears to be different than it was before, but... Okay, maybe it's only marginally better here than it is in Arceus. It looks like it's actually transparent. Fine, it's enough that we have seen the lake. Lucas, we're leaving. I just wanted to look at the water. Professor, you've been gone for 4 years now. How are you enjoying being back in Sinnoh? There's one thing I can say. There are many rare kinds of Pokemon in Sinnoh. The region should serve us very well in regards to our studies. Okay, if you were gone for 4 years, you're originally from here, right? Why are you saying this like you've never been here before? That just seems to be structured very well. Weird. Oh, but see how, like, the characters move? I don't know if I like it. Excuse us, let us pass, please. Bye. Like, you have to see them do those, like, awkward little steps just to turn. It's so distracting. Sorry, folks. Folks, you're the same age as us. Don't fucking talk down to us like we're babies. What was that about? Those two? Huh? Forte, let's go check this out. Yeah, okay. What's that? Don't go into the tall grass. No problem, no problem. We won't be in there long enough for a wild Pokemon to come out. You're an idiot, but okay. That's why you don't send children out on adventures. It's a briefcase. Those people forgot it here. What are we supposed to do with it? We can try to return it, but who were they? I heard them say Professor. Oh no, fucking Starly, look at what you fucking did. Wow, Pokemon. Oh no, guys, Pokemon that exist in this world exist in the tall grass we were told not to go into. Idiot. What's going on? We're being attacked, dingus. God damn it. Wait, what? You should meet a friend of mine if FF14. She refuses to wear hats, helmets because they're not cute, and you can't fight evil if you're not cute. The best system is when you can equip helmet for stats but turn it off visually. You can do that in... Yeah, so you can do that in 14. I turned off the one we had on Ferdinand for a bit, but I kind of like the Black Mage hat. Look, these are Pokeballs. Let's battle using the Pokemon in them. Which one do you want then? We want... Piplup. Will you choose the Penguin? Yes. We can't nickname it yet, so hold off on nicknames. But get your nicknames ready. Yeah, having a fancy hat for Red Mage is kind of, I think, part of your power. I think the hat is actually the source of your power, not anything else that they give you. It's a penguin. It does penguin things. Like slap other birds. Oh, this old chunky battle screen. I don't miss it. This is the other thing I was having issue with, is the battle system in Legends is just so smooth and streamlined that when you go back to this, it's kind of painful. Wow, your Piplup totally rocked, but my Turtwig was way tougher than yours. Okay. They were other people's Pokemon, but we had to use them. Those people won't mind, will they? If you just picked up a stick and smacked the birds with it, you probably would have been fine too, but okay. Phew, you found the briefcase. The professor would have gone through the roof if he knew I forgot it here. Huh? What? Did you use these Pokemon? Oh man, how am I going to explain this to the professor? You tell him you're an idiot for leaving his giant-ass briefcase here. This is the professor's briefcase, so I'll take it, okay? Well, are we really gonna stop you? It's his, not ours. Of course, we took his Pokemon like it didn't mean anything. What was that about? I don't know what's going on. Forte, let's get out of here. My Pokemon got hurt from that battle. If we get attacked by another Pokemon, we might be in trouble. Sure. Oops, I forgot to mute my phone. Also, remind me to change the text speed to fast because I don't like it at medium. You go ahead. My hair's gonna clip through this sign. I know we have to go return these Pokemon. They're not ours, but I want to spend just a little more time with this little guy. Okay. Oh boy. Oh no. Oh, I never did that. Oh, I know why it does. Oh boy, I know why it does that, but ew, it's gross. I'm so glad that you don't normally have someone following you. Look at this. Oh, it's atrocious. Ick. Do I not have access to my menu? I'm pressing the wrong button. That's why. Okay, options. Fast, please. Yes. Oh wait, did I have nicknaming turned on? Okay, so we need that turned on. Because we are obligated. Look at it! Oh, it's so gross! Okay. Ugh. It hurts. Oh, it hurts. That. Yeah, teleport. I guess my rival is an Abra. Hey, it's those people! Is that old guy staring at us? I like how his briefcase has shrunk, because it was not that small a second ago. I heard from Lucas that you used our Pokemon? Let me see them, please. Piplup and Turtwig. I see. That's how it is. Lucas, I'm going back to my lab. Bye. Yeah, of course, Professor. Wait for me. You should visit us at our lab later, I think. We'll be seeing you. Bye. What was all that craziness about? I mean, if he was angry, he could have just yelled at us or whatever. And didn't he want his Pokemon back? Forte, we should go home too. Okay. Also, I got KFC tonight and they are out of the drink buckets. I was offended. Oh no! I've been wary about going to KFC because a while ago I got chicken tenders from KFC and they weren't cooked through all the way and I was sad. What's up, dear? Wow, I can't believe that happened to you after I told you not to go in the fucking tall grass before you left, you fucking idiot child! Am I ever glad that both you and Tawz are unharmed? The professor you mentioned is most likely Professor Rowan of Sand Gym Town. I heard that he is well known for his studies on Pokemon. I hear he's also quite intimidating. Forte, I think you need to visit him in Sand Gym Town. You need to properly explain why you had no choice but to use his Pokemon. Don't worry, I'm sure he will understand. My mouth is also super fucking pixelated. Oh, I know. Forte, put these on. Oh, okay, yeah, my shoes did change. I don't know if you guys saw it. My shoes did change from brown to pink. Thanks. Got running shoes. Going to Sand Gym Town is like an adventure in itself, right? With those running shoes, you can get to faraway places much faster. Okay, let me read the instructions, because I don't know how to run. I am a child. I am actually 6, Tawz, because I don't know how to run yet. My mom has to tell me. Tilt the left stick firmly and dash about faster than ever before. Put on the running shoes and blaze new trails of adventure. Well, isn't that just nifty? Yeah, so we're not pressing B. We just run. You can go back to walking, but I don't know why you'd want to. I don't know why I came up here. There's nothing in my PC. It just tells you how to open your bag, because it does. I guess the one thing I do like, I'll give this game a little pass. The houses look fine. I kind of like the little images on the TV. That's fun. Ooh. But it feels like things could use a little bit more polish. I don't know. There's something about it. There's nothing wrong with things being too clean, but something also feels off. Okay, we still can't catch things. We haven't been told how to catch things. We can battle stuff, though. So, maybe we'll do some leveling. Still don't have a hat. Game hasn't actually officially started, because we don't have a hat. Oh, we're normal size, by the way, on these screens. Just, not in the overworld. The whole atmosphere looks a little dim, as if it's cloudy. I don't know if they're just trying to do, like, atmospheric, like, distortion or whatever, but yeah, there's something weird. Like, the colors are really bright, but then they have everything kind of foggy at the same time. I think we have to fight our rival in a little bit, so let's try and get up to, like, level 7. Why did they switch from chibi to non-chibi? Because, I mean, I guess if you think about it, the old Sprite games, your sprite was tiny, and then you'd have, like, the battle intro where you were normal, too. I think they're trying to emulate that, but see, they didn't do that in Sword and Shield, or even in Alpha Ruby and Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. I don't know why I get those fucking titles mixed up. So the fact that they do it here feels like a step backwards. I get that it's a port of the old games, but again, Ruby and Sapphire had ports, and I quite enjoyed Alpha Sapphire. I didn't play Omega Ruby right away. Or did I? I don't remember. But I'm not in love with how they've done this. Age from 6 to 13. You know, it's anime. I don't know what that means. It's anime. Okay, let's level a bit. Wait, did I talk to them? Hi, I work at a Pokemart. Did you know that a Pokemon's health is measured by hit points? HP for short. If a Pokemon runs out of HP, it faints and can't battle anymore. If a Pokemon HP gets low, you should heal it with a potion. Here, let me give you some potions as a sample. These ones are free. They will automatically go in your bag's medicine pocket. You obtained potions. Thank you. Like, I don't know. I feel like even the graphics in Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee looked better than this. And I mean, I love that game artistically. I think the design work that they did in that game is very, very nice. This one, it just, I don't know how to feel about it. The other thing is I think they're using the old models for the Pokemon that everyone complains about them reusing for years and years and years. Because we haven't seen a Shinx yet, but if you see a Shinx, its mouth is not modeled. It's just a texture on the polygon, which is fine. That makes sense, especially if you were on a handheld game. But I'm pretty sure by Pokemon Legends, they remodel most, if not all, the This is my running theory, I don't know if this is true. I'm pretty sure they remodeled everything in Pokemon Legends. 1, so they can rig it so they can do different idle animations, and 2, so they look a little bit better. Because Shinx actually has a modeled mouth in that, like, it actually, it's an opening in the sphere. It's not just an image on top of it. So going back to the older models bothers me. I get it, this came out before Legends. It was worked on beforehand, and it's just a remake. But it's very hard almost going back to this for me. I'm glad that I could at least move around fully in the overworld, and they don't like restrict me to just 4 cardinal directions, because they could have done that and I could have been angry about that too, but they didn't. Also, I'm so sorry, I did not mute my TV. Sorry if you were hearing double sound. I'm trying just to get to level 7. At least. Oh, god damn it, we're off by like a hair. I don't remember if we battle our rival after we talk to Rowan, but just to be safe. If you remember Emerald, if you were here for Emerald, because we're doing a Nuzlocke, we're going to be doing this for a while because I am not good at them, and I have to sit around and grind for a bazillion years so we don't just insta-wipe to things. So if I'm stopping a lot to grind, that's just how this works, so we don't have to start over and I don't have to cry too much, hopefully. Because then I will be sad. Okay. Oh shit. See, I don't know if we battle or not, because if I took damage, I don't know if they heal me or not. What did I end up... I remember fighting somebody. It's either that or it's not until we get to the first town that we actually have to fight our rival. I think. I don't remember this game very well. Again, I'm cheating with this old guide that probably, again, doesn't do anything. This guide is so old, it has this page of Pokemon stickers in it that I never use. They're in rough shape. But they were exclusive stickers for Walmart, according to the sticker they slapped on the front of the book. No, it doesn't look like we fight our rival yet. According to my book, that's old. Also, sorry, I didn't mean to hit the mic. Okay, let's just go up and do the thing. We'll be able to level a little bit more before we probably have to battle. Hi, I've been waiting for you. Please come with me. The professor's waiting to see you. See, this is our Pokemon research lab. We'll just go ahead and... Thud. How come they didn't zoom in here? What the? Oh, it's you, Forte. That old guy. He's not scary so much as he is totally out there. It doesn't matter, Forte. I'm out of here. See you later. Bye. What was that? Your friend always seems to be in such a rush. Anyway, let's go in. Okay. Does he just have to carry that briefcase all the time? Finally, you've come. Forte, was it? Let me see that Pokemon again. I don't know why it bothers me too. I understand why it is, but the professor's eyes have like a distinct outline around them, whereas our characters don't. Same with his eyebrows, sort of. I see. This Pokemon seems to be rather happy. Alrighty then. Oh, excuse me. I'll give that Piplup to you as a gift. Now that it's yours, would you like to give it a nickname? Yes. Okay, guys. Best nickname. If there's multiple, I will write them down on a piece of paper, or I will roll a die, I will randomize the numbers, I will do something. So while I'm getting that, names, go. I'm not in charge of nicknames this run. You guys did not like my nicknames the last time, so that's your guys's job. Can you work? Penguin, huh? Well, that's original. Anybody else? I'll give you guys a few minutes. Trying to finish my hot chocolate so it doesn't go cold on me. Sorry, no, that's very low. Penny. Okay. I was expecting more from you guys. I'll be honest, I'm a little shocked. Hold on a second, I'm gonna wander off while you guys do your thing. Oh, hi, Brian. Sir Pip. You guys can't come up with penguin puns? Or references? You're not gonna call him Oswald Cobblepot? Batman things? I don't fucking know. Dr. Pip's kind of funny. I will allow 2 each if you guys want. And then I will do a number randomizer. So Twaz and Warlock, give me 1 more each. You get 2. Yummy. Flip flop. So we do have a 12 character limit. That's good to know. I couldn't actually remember. Okay, Warlock, one more, and then I will generate a number of the list that I have written down. And we will go with whatever the thing decides. Oh, this is not my current notebook. Where's my... Oh, God, I need to clean this fucking desk. Alrighty. Is that gonna fit? What's the short version of Admiral? Is it ADM? One, two, three, four. Seven, space. 8, 9, 10. No, I guess that'll fit. Okay, we'll go with that. Let's see. 1 through 6, generate. Okay, it gave me a 5. So it looks like we're going with Flip-Plop. Flip. Flop. There we go. Okay, I see. And you're happy with that nickname? Yes. Your friend Twaz told me what happened at the lake. I heard you battled very well despite it being your first time. It's not. And from what I can see, there is a growing bond between you and that Pokemon, though it is still young. That's why I'd like to entrust you with Piplup. Am I ever glad you're kind toward Pokemon? If you weren't, well, I don't even want to think about it. Ahem, let's move on to the main topic. There's something I want you to do for me. My name is Rowan. I study Pokemon. Yes, we've heard this. First of all, I want to know exactly what kinds of Pokemon live in the Sinnoh region. To do so, it is necessary to collect data using the Pokedex. This is what I wish to ask of you. I want to entrust you with this Pokedex. Will you use it to record data on all the Pokemon in Sinnoh for me? What happens if I say no? Should I be snarky? Are you guys curious what he says? What happens if I say no? Should I say no? Yeah. Okay. Oh, I can stand here without speaking for hours. I'm a very patient man. Oh my god. Let me ask you again. I want to entrust you with this Pokedex. Okay. That's actually pretty funny. If you don't give me the answer I want, we're not going anywhere. I mean, technically, I guess we wouldn't be. Okay. Good answer. Oh, oops. It's a but thou must. Yeah. I should have said no again. You're right, Ryan. My bad. That Pokedex is a very high-tech device. It'll automatically record data on every kind of Pokemon you encounter. I ask that you go everywhere and meet every kind of Pokemon in this region. Who are you, Arceus? Are you gonna throw me back in time? God damn it. I've got the same kind of Pokedex as you. When you walked up Route 201 with your Pokemon, what did you feel? I lived for 60 long years. Even now, I get a thrill when I'm with a Pokemon. Now, you should know that there are countless Pokemon in this world. That means there are just as many thrills waiting for you out there. Now go. Your grand adventure begins right now. Okay. The professor asked me to help, so I'm going to go out and fill the Pokedex pages too. That makes us comrades working toward the same goal. I'll teach you stuff later, okay? You don't have to teach me jack shit, but you're going to anyway. This is his dad, by the way. I'm Lucas's father. I'll be happy to assist you. Yeah, okay. Bye, Lucas's dad. Oh, oops. Hey, Forte, I want to show you a few things, so follow me. I really wish they would let me skip this. This red building is a Pokemon Center. You can go here to get your Pokemon healed if it's been hurt in battle. You'll find them in most towns. The buildings with the blue roof are Pokemart. They have lots of useful items. Blah, blah, blah. Sorry. I don't even have to... I'm not reading that because that's what they say every fucking game. Oh, yeah, right. Forte, you should let your family know you're helping Professor Rowan put together his Pokedex. You may have to travel pretty far, so you should let someone know. Oh, but first, go heal up your Pokemon at the Pokemon Center. You'll be safe then. Okay, be seeing you. Okay, so we're gonna run back home, tell Mom we're going on an adventure. We still can't catch Pokemon yet. We don't have Pokeballs, because the catch tutorial isn't until we go talk to Lucas to the north, but I think we have to go back and talk to our mom. I did like Ford Crawler's approach. Are you ready, Raz? No. Up upside the back of the head. How about now? Yeah, same feeling. Who are you? Oh, you're Forte? You're doing that Pokedex thingy for the professor. Wow, that's the same as my big brother. Go for it. Ah, so that Rowan fellow is back? He's quite the remarkable man. He's been studying Pokemon since way back, yet he still needs my fucking help to fill out his Pokedex. My son and grandchild help Rowan with his studies now. So this is the thing that always the later the games get, the more confusing it is. I get its technological things, like in Sword and Shield, they're like, oh, we didn't know anything about the Gigantamax phenomenon, we just found out about it. Yet it's something that's been happening for like ages in that region. And as Legends has so far said, unless there's some weird upset with the story later on, humans have been trying to document information on Pokemon for decades. Centuries, maybe? And they still have to rely on random children to fill out their giant technical device. Like, the first games, when that was all that existed, yeah, it kind of made sense. I guess. I don't know why they couldn't just program their stuff with what they knew. Like, apparently they didn't know all that much when they sent you off on your journey. But, like, the more generations we get in on it, it's like, unless it's just a fun project to do, it's like collecting badges. It just... The way they keep structuring it, I've been a Pokemon professor for 60 years, but I still haven't filled out this stupid hunk of fucking metal that's in my pocket. Hey, 13-year-old, can you do the thing that I haven't been able to do the last 50 years of my life? Because I guess he started when he was 10 too, being a Pokemon professor. But like, I know it's like the stupidest nitpick. It annoys me. Okay, let's run back and tell our mom we still can't capture things, so we won't. I'm just gonna take Ledges. Oh, thanks for the advice for Pokemon Legends. I grinded about an hour today and really kicked... Yeah, it's one of those games you kind of have to grind to get anywhere. But really, I think the gameplay loop is fun enough that it doesn't bother me, but that's just me and I like monotonous things. To a degree. Mom, I'm leaving. Welcome home, Forte, and your Pokemon healthy. I just made dinner. Take a quick rest. Oh, I didn't actually own the Pokemon Center and heal, did I? I don't remember. What's up? Wow, Professor Rowan asked you to do something that big. Okay, dear, go for it. Your mom got your back. Oh, I know, Forte, you got something that you'll find. I've got something that you'll find useful. Yeah, it's a guidebook that tells me how to play a game because I've never played a Pokemon game before because I'm 10. That's a guidebook. Take a look at it when you are curious about something or have questions during your adventure. You may find an answer. Gee, a journey full of adventure. I envy you, kiddo. Plus, you're not alone. You have your Pokemon with you. I wish I could go instead. I'm just joking. I'll be alright by myself, dear, so you go and enjoy your adventure. When you're exposed to new things and experience new sensations, it makes your mother happy too. But please come back sometimes. I would like to see the kinds of Pokemon you've caught, dear. Okay. Excuse me, is my little Twaz here? Oh, no, he's not. Oh, then he must have left already. What to do? Take a nap, maybe, ma'am. The boy shouted about going on an adventure, then he bolted. He's so headstrong and reckless. I at least wanted him to take this. Not to worry, Forte will deliver that to him. Won't you? I don't have a choice. You already said I would, Mom. Oh, really? You do that for me? I don't have a choice. My mom already said I would, ma'am. Please take the Satoas for me. You obtained the parcel. Okay. Bye-bye, Forte. Enjoy. Yeah, okay. Let me think. Knowing my boy, he would probably head straight to Jubilife City. Okay, please take that to my Twaz. Okay, now you go take a nap, ma'am, because it looks like you haven't slept in 13 years. You're forgetting something important. Am I? I forgot my hat. Because you can't go on an adventure without a hat. Yes, that hat always did suit you well, Forte. Now off you go. Okay, thanks, Mom. Bye. Still can't catch Pokemon, so we can just battle to our heart's content right now. You know, there is a theory that all the Pokemon series are happening at the same time, just in different regions. So while Oak is hiring a 13-year-old to handle a Pokemon... I guess... But then other games like Gold and Silver still don't make sense, because, like, what? Those take place in the future? How do they explain it in Black and White 2 and Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon? Because those are technically sequels, and they're making you do the thing again? Something? I don't fucking remember. Wait, Twas is your rival? She was here first and was saying stuff. Dang my bladder. Yeah, blame your bladder. Okay. Kill this Bidoof. If we can get to level 8... How strong are our first gym leader's Pokemon? Because I don't want to... We have to go unlock him first, but I don't know how accurate this guide is. I'm just going to sit here and feebly use it, though. Rorik. Where is he? "12 through 14. Okay. We at least have a type advantage. On my other game, I picked Chimchar, because I like Chimchar, and that means I have a tough time with the first gym being a rock type. Okay. So I'm not going to spend too much time grinding here, because I would like to at least get to the point where we can actually catch things. That would be nice. Because it is actually very scary to actually only have one Pokemon, because if that Pokemon dies, we insta-wipe. Granted, we're not that far in, but, you know. Dang your bladder, but Ryan, you had an extra half hour, because I was late, because I had to run all the way back to Walmart to get my stew meat. I'm gonna save. I don't know why, I just feel the need to save. We're not gonna save scum. That's against the rules. No save scumming. I feel better if I save. Okay, catch tutorial. Forte, do you know how to catch a Pokemon? Doesn't even give me a yes or no. I'll demonstrate how to catch one, so just watch, okay? Okay. I'm not going to. He can't make me watch him catch a Pokemon. So, what do you guys think? Should we catch our first Pokemon here on this route, or should we go back to 201? Because technically after this, we'll be able to catch things. We're a little bit limited on what we can catch, though. We're pretty much confined to Starly and Bidoof for the time being. I'm so glad I don't have to press A through this and I can actually write notes. I guess technically we could go back to Lake Verity, but again, it's just Starly and Bidoof. I don't even think there's anything once you get Surf. You can really overlevel your Pokemon if it... The first gym is a tough one. He'll be in the teens level. Overleveling Pokemon isn't a problem here. I am not afraid of that. In fact, I rather that happen. Okay, can't get anything down there. I don't know why they're showing me the map for south of Sand Gym. And that's how it's done. Actually, I should have lowered the target HP some more. Yep, the important thing is to lower the Pokemon's HP as much as possible. See, a healthy Pokemon isn't easy to catch. Oh yeah, they also get easier to catch if you make one of your Pokemon put them to sleep or such. Here, Forte, I'll give you some Pokeballs to get you started. Okay, so now we can officially catch things. I'm making a list of routes so we can keep track of things we've caught. As we go on. I'll have to fill this out a little bit more. I don't remember, are trade Pokemon usually allowed in Nuzlocke? So are we going to, allow trades in this game? I don't remember if we did with Emerald or not, it's been a while. If you have lots of Pokemon with you, you'll be able to travel farther. That way you'll have a better shot at meeting more Pokemon. See you around! What Pokemon are on Route 202? Is it more than a Starly and a Bidoof? Because if there's extra things here, I might try for them. If not, I will not. Maybe I don't... 202. Oh no, we can get Shinx and Kricketot here. Okay, let's go back to 201. Oh, okay, so how many Pokeballs did we have to... We can go buy more Pokeballs too. How many did they give us? 20! Wow, 20? They gave us 20? They used to only give us like, what, 5, 10 back in the day? Damn game, you're spoiling me. 10. 20. Jeez. Not complaining, I don't have to spend the money on them, but... fun fact, you can have 10 levels on the champion and you still get spanked if you don't have the right type for them. How are you in... Oh no, it's fine. Relatively okay? Okay, so first thing we catch here, think of nicknames depending on what it is. First thing we run into here is what we're gonna get for our second Pokemon. Okay. This is taking... It's a Bidoof! Who wants to name the Bidoof? For this one, first name I see is what's going up there, so you gotta go fast. Though if I see the same person getting in responses first, then I'll go with the next person, so it's not the same person picking names. Okay, I see Bucky first. Yay, we got a Bidoof. Yes. Okay, now, can I fit this? Do you want just Bucky? Or it can be extra. Maybe. No? Damn it! I can call it Bucky. I was gonna see if I could fit the whole thing. Doesn't count. Okay. Well, nope, just Bucky. Alrighty. Bidoof, get! We're not gonna go back to Lake... Well, if we go back to Lake Virility, we only could get a Starly. In a way, I guess we're kind of cheating the system, because we don't accept doubles on our Nuzlockes. So if we go get a Starly from Lake Virility, then that means we can open it up to either Kricketot or Shinx on 202. Do you guys want to allow that or no? I should have wrote the fucking rules down. I did not because I'm bad at this. I'll let you guys decide though. So, with Nuzlockes, we don't do doubles. So if the next route I go into, so let's say if we go here, Lake Verity has a grass spot. Technically, this is a new area. There's only 2 Pokemon available in this grass spot, though. I don't think there's another grass spot over that way if you have Surf, or at least there was in the old games. I don't know if it's still the case. I don't have Surf anyway. I don't know how you would even access the water from here. But there's only 2 Pokemon here, Bidoof and Starly. So if we ran into a Bidoof, Bidoof doesn't count. We'd be allowed to re-roll. Because especially with like Starly and Bidoof, especially early game, considering they're so fucking common, we'd just be throwing away Pokemon catches that we could get on each route. So what we could do here, I'm not going in the grass yet, is we could go and just get a Starly here. So that means on Route 202, where there's Shinx and Kricketot, Starly would be out of the running. Meaning we could only go until we got a Shinx or a Kricketot. I mean, technically, it's allowed right now for me to just grab a Starly here. There's nothing against just the general rules that disallows it. It's a new route, so whatever I encounter here first is what I encounter here and what I catch. Technically. Technically. Okay, let's just get our Starly. If anything, we'll just build up a backup of extra Pokemon in case something dies on me. Okay, first thing's a Starly anyway, so we're fine. If it was a Bidoof, we just keep going until we got a Starly. What are they level 2s? Fucking level 2s? I mean, I guess they're not bad. They get, what, technically more time for EVs or something? I don't know about EVs. I don't track those, so. The more Pokemon we can get, the better. I don't think we're gonna have the issue that we had in Ruby and Sapphire when every time you go into the water you could only catch 1 or 2 different things and we ran out of... The water routes in that game are kind of crap. Oh, someone nicknamed the bird. Or the other bird. Name it. No one said that. That was just me being dumb. Again, I'm not in charge of nicknames here. That's your guys' job. So you have to show up on Wednesday. It's required, or else I'm just gonna have Pokemon with no names. I'm just gonna name them by number. Star-Lord? Okay. With a space and a cap. Whatever you put down there, I'm going to write verbatim. So if you make a typo and I see that first, I will use the typo. Okay, let's run to Mom and have her heal our Pokemon. I don't have any rules on items. Except maybe revives. I don't think we used revives back when we did Emerald, so... Revives are... I don't know if we should allow revives this time or not. I didn't last time. So... Oh no, no, no! Oh, my mom's made dinner 3 times in the last 20 minutes. Thanks for 3 dinners, Mom. I'm full. Please stop making me dinner. Ah! She's probably not making each time, she's just probably throwing it in the microwave. No, we're not playing with the rule that we can't go over the level of the next gym. Because I'm a coward, and I don't want to wipe and have to start over. I know that's like defeating the purpose. We're not going to like over level a bazillion years over. We're not gonna go like 20 levels over or something. We'll try to strategize a bit more, but I'm doing like really basic rule sets for this. For the Nuzlocke. I know I'm already handicapping myself maybe a little bit by playing on this version, and I'm hoping some of the changes I read just make life a bit easier. But I don't want to... With Emerald, we kept making rule changes as we went along. And I'm going to try and avoid doing that this time. What we set here at the beginning is kind of what I want to stick with. I might make like a little infographic thing to put in the bottom right corner of the screen that just lists the rules. so we all know and are reminded of them. I didn't think about doing it today. Level. I want to get Star-Lord up to level 3. I get really nervous with level 2 Pokemon. But yeah, we're not gonna go above and beyond with like over leveling, but I remember in Emerald to make sure, because with Emerald, there were certain Pokemon that if we didn't kill them in one hit, it was too dangerous to leave them alive much longer than that. So we had to make sure we had like at least a speed advantage on them. And we kind of, I think, ensured that by just making sure we were higher level than everything else. I mean, we could sit here and like look at speed stats and just hope that those always top out over everything else, but there's no way of actually knowing. So we're just gonna let it be. Okay. Now Route 202. The only things we can get here are a Shinx or a Kricketot. If it's a Starly or a Bidoof, they are doubles. They do not count. They are just level fodder. And again, that's just to prevent us from having nothing but a team of Starlies. I'm sure we could probably manage it, but I'm not doing an all Starly run. Okay, Star-Lord got to 3. Did you know, Bidoof, that if you level it up and evolve it to a Bibarel, it never learns any water type? Fuck! I was really hoping to get a Shinx here. Okay, well, we gotta get this Kricketot. Nicknames for Kricketot coming up. Go. I need to be careful with using my Piplup. I might kill it if I get a crit or something. I was really hoping for a Shinx. Kricketots are possible here. It's just you have a higher chance of getting a Shinx on this route at this time. Okay. You gotta get to name the cricket. I'm sorry. We have Bucky and Star-Lord. Are you guys going for an Avengers themed team here? Flip-Flop doesn't really fit, but okay, Warlock, if you're around, I think you're due up for a nickname if you want one. I don't believe you, Brian, when you say no like that. Oh, oops. Just made a mistake on this list that I started writing, and I wrote it in pen like an idiot. Now you'll pass? Okay, Brian or Twas, fight. Oh wait, no, guys, pick a number. Pick a number 1 through 10. Whoever's closest to the number I'm thinking gets to name the cricket. Brian gets it. Number was 3. I'm not that predictable that I would go a 7 all the time. I'm a multifaceted person. I can pick other numbers. Who says I can't? Sorry, I'm making my list. So yeah, Brian, you go. Oh, but see, on the next route, I could get a Zubat. Or a Shinx. I kind of want a Zubat, but I want a Crobat. Okay, Brian. Why not just name him Parker? Oops, I don't know why I... That's such a boring name, but you picked it. Just Peter. Okay. This kid here wants to fight. You're a Pokemon trainer. I happen to be a Pokemon trainer. Our eyes met, so battle we must. Says fucking who? Who established this rule? It was probably Volo, wasn't it? Also, I understand why they do it, but I find it a little funny. I mean, they do it in Arceus too. But the trainers have to do their little poses like they would do if they were in sprite form, and I just find it a little silly looking here for some reason, because they're not moving. They literally just freeze in place. It won't fit, but there is a reference to it. I was thinking of Quill, the guy with the mustache in Deadpool 2. I've only seen Deadpool 2 once, and I don't remember much from Deadpool 2. Too strong, yeah, okay. I win, kid. Fuck you. Okay. I am pretty sure we have a rival battle coming up, so we might grind a little bit out here. I spy with my little eye a trainer. A battle, please? No! I want to say you can't make me, but obviously you can. Like, look at her. See, the freezing in place isn't that bad when it's over like a colored background, but as soon as that intro background fades out and we're in like a more realistic field, it looks really silly. Wasn't this at the point where they had animated sprites though? Or was that not until Generation 5 that they had like the little animation, like animated intro sprites? You guys know what I mean, right? The trainers had animated intro sprites too, not just the Pokemon. Let's switch out for a little bit. See, Star-Lord for Starly, though, makes sense. He has Star in his name. His name was Peter, just Peter, but he had an amazing mustache. Oh, okay, I see. Oh, so last night I went to go see the Batman. It was pretty good. If you haven't seen it yet or were on the fence about going to see it, I thought it was actually quite fun. Now, I'm not a big, like, Zack Snyder DC movie fan, so I haven't known I haven't seen anything really with the, shit. Who's the last guy that played Batman? I honestly can't remember what his name was. What was his name? Okay, yeah, Ben Affleck's. Like, I don't know anything when it comes to the Ben Affleck Batman. I was a Nolan Batman person. Still am. And I was on the fence when it came to the Robert Pattinson Batman. And I know I just heard like all these reports that things weren't going well for the movie. And I know a lot of people were expecting it to be a shit show. But it was, and I actually watched my first trailer for it the other day. My sister and I were talking about it and I put it on. And I wasn't sure how I felt about like emo looking Bruce Wayne and Robert Pattinson's Batman voice. It was like someone trying to do the Batman voice, and it just sounded silly. And here's all the shinks I wanted a second ago. So I was kind of on the fence about it before I went in, but really it was a lot of fun. There were some sequences in it that were really well done, I thought. And it's one of those movies that, when it comes to comic book movies, I like to sit there and think, is like, would this look good if they panelized it like on comic pages? And I don't know. I know that's a weird metric, but it hit up there pretty well, I thought. And Robert Pattinson, how do you say his name? Am I saying it wrong? Oh, I know he had nothing to do with this Batman. I know that. It's an entirely different storyline here. It's like the Joker being detached from everything else. But I thought this iteration of Batman was actually pretty fun. It's a little dark and gritty. The movie by itself is just color graded to be very, very dark. But their use of color is sparring, but it's used in, I think, more thematic ways. The one thing I will warn, it is just very, very long. I think my sister said it was 3 hours, and it was one of those movies where it just kept going, and I'm like, oh wait, there's still fucking more? Not like that's a bad thing. It's just, it was surprising. I felt like the twists and in the plot they felt natural. It didn't feel like they were pulling too much out of their asses, really. And I know there's some film critics like on YouTube that complain too much about like fight scenes having a bazillion cuts in it, so you can't really tell what the action is to mask like maybe bad choreography or whatever. This movie actually has quite a few fight scenes that have just one-shot fight scenes. It's pulled back. If you've ever seen Old Boy, they have that hallway sequence fight scene. That's good. It's kind of like that. It's pulled back, and it's just a well-timed and choreographed brawl with multiple people. Can you check your stats on Flip-Flop? Sure. But yeah, if you have time, maybe go check out the Batman. It was actually quite fun. There are some jokes because it has the Riddler as like the main villain. That means you get riddles. And some of those riddles, you know, they get into pun territory. There was one that had me actually laughing a little bit too hard at a serious Batman movie. If you go and see it, I'm sure you'll be able to figure out which one actually got me, because it was stupid. And I laughed because it was stupid. So if that's any motivation to go see it, you guys can have bad, you know, riddles and puns and other shit like that, right? I don't know. Stats. See, I like the Batman so much, I almost feel like I wouldn't mind going to go see it again. And I don't normally go to see movies multiple times at theaters anymore. I'm an old person and I don't do that. Are you good here, Brian? Okay, I'm gonna assume we're good because I'm gonna move. Okay, shit. So I'm gonna run back down and heal real quick. His special attack is going to be off the charts later on. I want to say isn't that good, but that's only if we actually get special moves. His water gun is, though. So we will prioritize. I mean, no, that's important to know. We should actually check that to see what I should prioritize on who. Now, we don't do heavy, like, stat monitoring here, but maybe we should, and it's not like I'm against it. I'm just not doing anything besides that. We're not... I mean, obviously we're not going to be breeding for anything, and I'm not going to look up effort values for different Pokemon because I'm not. That'll take too much time. But we can at least look at individual stats and just kind of hope that they work with whatever Pokemon they're on. Okay, let's do a heal. Actually, let's check everybody else real quick. Also, what do you mean for special attack? It's a special defense that's getting boosted. Or is it just naturally high? Our Bidoof isn't getting any kind of boost. That's a bit annoying. Okay, well, we'll look into that later, I guess. Oftentimes, your story is going to be very rounded in the beginning. Okay. I'll be quite fair. I've never really paid too much attention to stats. Oh, where were all these shinks earlier? God damn it! Look at its mouth, just being an image on a fucking orb. I don't know why it just pisses me off so much. Tomorrow, when we play Legends, we're gonna pull out a Shinx and we're gonna look at its mouth like weirdos. Oh, that's a nice little detail, though. Look, its little claws comes out when it attacks. You guys see that? No, it's not gonna do it there. When it did tackle, it did, though. That's nice, at least. Okay. Let's... Well, no, Turtwig goes round. Well, no, that's not bad. So we should work with Starly, because Lucas has Turtwig. No! Twaz has Turtwig. Lucas has the Chimchar. Oh yeah, or should we say it? Yes. Yes. You can say paw instead of aw. If you were wondering where Papa is, he is sleeping on his tree. Also, again, guys, by the way, Papa's birthday is on Friday. He's going to be 5. So, he's going to be 5. I just thought everyone should know that. I'm not sure what kind of yummy thing to get him for his birthday. They don't make, like, cat cakes like they do for dogs. I mean, we should still work with Starly either way, to go back to my previous thought, because Twaz does have Turtwig if we keep Starly on the team. Yeah, happy early birthday to the big boy. I actually had to look it up on his adoption papers when his birthday was, because I could never remember. I like to say that it was on the 17th, so it'd be on St. Patrick's Day, but he's unfortunately not a St. Patrick's Day baby. He is a March 11th baby. Damn it, I'm gonna have to go back to the Pokemon Center. That wild Starly, for some reason, was hitting harder than I was expecting to. I know we have potions, but I don't really want to just go around and willy-nilly use them when I'm this close to the fucking Pokemon Center. Yeah, I'll probably bring it up on Friday. I'm making a big deal out of it. Because I can. He's sleeping with his feet hanging off the tree, kind of weird. Okay, what are our levels at? Okay. Maybe we should try and get everyone up to 7 before... Oh, I haven't fought this kid yet. Let's have a Pokemon battle! Humph, but I'm gonna win! Okay. You might. Oh no, this child's been frozen into place! Everyone else has a Shinx but me. I want a Shinx. What level does Shinx learn electric moves at? Oh no! Don't! Don't! Oh no! I had a feeling. You're not losing a Pokemon this fucking early, I refuse. God, I only have a Growl and Defense Crow. Stop! Damn it. What? Why did my Kricketot get a level but my fucking Bidoof didn't? Damn it. I might not read everything the trainers say, by the way. Hey Bidoof, I need you to get a level, please. This kid doesn't fight me, he just says something about time differences and Pokemon appearances. I think another thing that I don't like about these trees, and I know the original game's trees probably looked like this too, I don't like how thick the tree trunks look. Like here they look fine, but in the overworld I don't like how they look. They look silly. Oh, even its back paws have claws on it too. That's cute. It's dead now though. God damn it, Bidoof. What experience class is Bidoof in? Okay, there we go. Picked up an extra potion. I guess we'll use that before we go up here, because I'm pretty sure there's a fight up here, I think. I feel like there was one up there. No! What? Why do I have 11 potions? Did that person give me 10 free potions? Is that what they did? They used to give you 1. 10. Okay. Safety save. See, I don't have to worry too much about safety saves here, because we're not playing on the version we were, like, the way we were playing with Emerald. Hey Forte, how many Pokemon have you caught? Well, you already have 4 Pokemon with you. In Jubilife City, there's the trainer school. Check it out. Oh yeah, Twaz went to the trainer school earlier. Okay, see you around. Work hard on your Pokedex. Okay, I was wrong. I guess there was nothing here. Well, you have to go to the trainer school. Everyone yells at me until I do. We're not going... This is not the trainer school. We're not gonna read the board. I think I've been playing these games long enough to not have to read the board about status effects. But we do have to go talk to Twaz. Hey Forte, did you come to study too? No. I went ahead and memorized everything that was up on the blackboard. After all, it's the trainer's job to avoid having their precious Pokemon hurt in battle, right? So, what brings you here? You've got something for me. Oh right, we have to give him the parcel. Score, it's a town map. Huh? Why are there 2 in here? I like it a lot, but I don't need 2. Here, Forte, you take one. Yay, we got a town map, so we know where we're going. According to the town map, I guess Oreburgh City is where I should be going next. There's a gym, so it'd be perfect for raising the Pokemon I just caught. Well, I'm on the road to becoming the greatest trainer of all time. See you around! I don't know, do any of the trainers in here give you anything, or is it just information? I'm not gonna read them. Okay, well that was useless. Alright. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry, I can fight you? Eh, I know. I need to try the things I learned before I forget them. Okay, I didn't know these were fights, but... So, because I was interested in stats, Starly, Bidoof, and Kricketot have higher attack stats than SP attack. Bidoof also... Yeah, I know Bidoof becomes a normal water type, but it doesn't actually learn any water type moves naturally after it evolves. The only way you can get a Bibarel with, like, Water Gun or anything like that is to catch a Bibarel that knows it, because it learns those moves before it evolves naturally. You can use TMs to teach the Bidoof water type moves, but you can't actually get any. Oh, it does in this game? Are you sure? Unless I was looking at the wrong... No, I'm not looking in the book for this. I was looking it up when I was playing on my other file on Cerebi. Unless I was looking in the wrong page. Okay, Plop's at 10. I like to study a lot. I thought I could win. No. Do you think we would have done better if I used potions? Maybe? I don't know what is this guy also gonna want to fight me? Battling is the best way you can learn. Can we get a battle with you? I guess. I hope my Cricketot's okay. See, that pose looks normal. It's when they're turned around, it looks less normal. Oh, it's another Abra. Oh, wait! I have Struggle Bug. It's a Psychic type. Hmm? Oh. Hold on a second. I need to swap my headset battery out. If you're wondering why my headset battery is never fully charged when I start, it's because I can use this with my phone, so I use it to take phone calls. Okay, I'm pretty sure I read otherwise, but I wouldn't know. It's been a while. It's not like I generally raise Bidoofs. In Arceus, it can learn water-type moves after it evolves, but the move mechanic, the learning mechanic for moves in Arceus is different. Ooh, you're really good. We've been studying every day, but we're no match at all. You'd be able to use these technical machines for... Oh, neat. TMs. You obtain TM10s? multiples. If you boot up TM10, you can use work up to a Pokemon. Pokemon that uses work up will raise its attack and special attack at the same time. But remember, a TM... Oh, okay. I mean, I guess that makes sense if it's back to one-time use. That's almost weird for the... Oh, they gave me 3. Yes, it gets weird for the game to give me so many items, though, in one go. Normally, they just give you one. It's like, good luck! Don't fuck it up by using it on the wrong thing. What I find interesting... starter, you're sacrificing defense for special defense. It's probably for the best, too, because when you think about it, a lot of electric moves are based on special attack. Yeah, but once Piplup's evolved into an Empoleon, doesn't it get like a resistant? Well, no. Does the steel typing give any kind of resistance to electricity, or does it like negate the 2 times weakness? Or does that not matter? I don't know what a majority of grass type moves are. We still have to worry about those. Oh, oops. Okay. So we still have to get our Pokewatch. You don't have a Poketch? How are you supposed to say this? Poketich yet? Sure. Short for Pokemon Watch. Oh my, you are a rare case indeed. You see, I invented and now manufacture Pokewatches. I'm not saying that. I'm gonna say Pokewatches. Fight me, game. Not only that, I'm now conducting the Pokewatch promotional campaign. All you have to do is find 3 clowns in Jubilife City. If you can find them, I'll give you your very own Pokewatch. Okay, I don't know why they shortened it down to that. I'm a Pokewatch campaign clown. Let's roll out my question. Does a Pokemon grow by defeating? Yes. Ding ding. I'm not gonna read these. They just ask very basic Pokemon questions. Wait, what doesn't matter? Electric moves against an Empoleon or other things? Second clown's up here. Can a Pokemon hold an item? Yes. Oops, I did those out of order. Round 2 is over here. Do the moves of Pokemon also have types? Yes. Okay, we should be good. What is this building? Pokewatch Company. Okay, we're not gonna go in there. When you walk with your Pokemon, they gradually go friendlier. Wait, what's to the east of this town? The west, even? Route 218. Can I access that route? Is there a point to accessing that route right now? Or is it a bad idea to go there? It's on the other side, meaning we wouldn't be getting to it until later? I don't know where it is in this book. Route 218, page 73. Oh, I don't have access to any of the Pokemon on that route yet. Never mind, okay. Moot point. I wish I could get a free watch just by finding 3 clowns. Yeah, Apple should start doing that to give people Apple Watches or whatever. I'm sure that won't go terribly. Actually, which way do we have to go? 203. But what's on Route 2? What's on Route 204? Anything good? This is slower than if I just use the internet. Page 74. Get a Starly, a Bidoof, a Budew, a Shinx, or a Zubat. Well, we have to go back up there after the one gym anyway, don't we? Yeah, because we can't go north of Orberg. Because we need a bike. So we have to go back. We have to go back to... what's it? Yeah, okay. We're not gonna go up to 204 yet. Oh, it's weak 2 times. Okay. But I thought steel type had a resistance to... Why did I go in here? Had a resistance to electric moves. Or is it the opposite? I don't use steel types all that often, so I don't know. No, let's use Bucky. Why is my Bidoof not... Well, okay, Cricketot's a bug. Is there anything interesting in this town that I need? I don't know if it's the same. I'm just gonna... town map. TMs. Can't enter GTS until you're in a gym badge. Pokewatch stuff. Oh. Wait. Hold on. We can do one thing if we want an extra item. If I stop running into people. Now I'm assuming that this is kind of the same. I know that's a big assumption, but this guy here will give us a fishing rod. Yes, sir, an old rod is a good thing. You think so too, am I right? Yes. Yes, good answer. We can be friends. Here you go. That's my old rod. Okay, so now we have a fishing rod. So, what can we get on 218? 218 has water. Ooh. We get a tentacle. No. Oh, we just get Magikarps. I don't know why I looked that up like I thought that was gonna give me something else. Well, we could get a Magikarp. Should we get a... You should fish wherever there is a body of water. Oh no, by the way, did you need any tips on using that fishing rod? Yes. First you face a body of water, then you use your fishing rod. Next you focus. If a Pokemon bites, an exclamation mark appears. That's your cue to reel it in. Okay. Should we go for... You guys want to go for a Magikarp? We had a Magikarp in Emerald. It died. It did. It did. Should we go for a Magikarp off of 218? Or should we wait? Because we can get a Magikarp elsewhere. 218 means that we won't be able to get anything in the grass on the other end. Well, we're not going to do that. Well, okay. So, because we're establishing rules. Last time we allowed us to fish in cities for Pokemon, because those are technically separate areas. Do we want to put that rule back in play this time or not? Of course, there's not a lot of towns I think that have water them right now, but if we are presented with that option. Rockberry and Icy have it. Yeah, I know that one. Wait, steel isn't resistant to poison? Okay. We will allow fishing in towns then. Again, I don't think there's many that have that, but... See, in Ruby and Sapphire, we kind of used it because you end up with a lot of water. Of course, you're still limited by what you can get, because it's Ruby and Sapphire. They only have so many water Pokemon. Okie dokie, we're gonna... Oh. No, what's your problem? I went to the school and I got my watch. Oh, I haven't turned it in. I'm a dingus. I picked up the things. I didn't turn them in. Sorry. Okay, here, guy. Okay, let me count your coupons. I'll just pull out my Pokewatch. You need to pull your Pokewatch to count 3 pieces of paper. 1, 2, 3. Bravo! I say, yeah, okay, you're dumb. In return for these coupons, I present you with a Pokewatch or Pokewatch for short. I'm not saying both of those things too long and too short at the same time. You can add apps to your Pokewatch to make it even more versatile. Please press the R button and try it out. Yay. press the R button to open your Pokewatch. Control it by using the touchscreen. Oh yeah, because I have the touchscreen right now. Now we get this horrible thing in the upper right corner. I shouldn't have pressed. Does that go away? Oh. Oh. Calculator. We got our step counter. I mean, oh, look. There. We have our very own party thing for our Nuzlocke. I didn't have to go and find one. I can just do that. There we go. They have to have made toy Pokewatches, right? I don't remember. I mean, they made the fucking Z bands for Sun and Moon. Hey, Forte, tell me you got a little tougher. Me? Do you even need to ask? Of course I got tougher. Fuck, here's that fight I was talking about and I didn't save. It's fine. Come on, let's battle it out. Alright, I don't have a say in the matter, so I don't know why you're making it sound like I can say no. Starly. I like how our rival's hair is trying to be obvious anime character hair without being just straight on anime character hair in a way. How does he even get it to do that? Does his mom cut it that way? Does he cut it himself? Is one of those spikes just like a weird growth, maybe? Is he an alien? Is he a Pokemon? How much damage has this Starly been? I'm gonna risk it. Kid, you're my age. No. No, he left. He probably was somehow born first, and that makes him older than us. It's been using Growl or something at us. That doesn't do... That's not for damage, is it? That's attack. Yeah, I can do that too, asshat. Twaz, if I'm saying mean things to rival Twaz, that's not directed at you, that's directed at him. Because I'm an angry person. Oh, wing attack. Nice. Oh, wing attack! Send out the Turtwig! Yeah, do it! Do it, loser! Please don't kill my bird. You're not a ground type yet. Yay! I don't get to do these. My Pokemon HP is low. This could... Yeah, sure. Whatever. I'm not gonna read their inner thoughts. They're not interesting. Yay! Yay. What just happened? I lost? Yes. Wow, what do you mean I lost? Well, that's it. That's the last time I'll ever lose. I'm going to be the world's toughest trainer, and you know it. The first thing to do is to take on the Oreburgh City Pokemon Gym. I'm gonna toughen up for that, totally. Bye. Oh, I need to sneeze. Hold on. Fuck! Happened again! I didn't even breathe in that much that time. I just want to sneeze. My nose hurts. Every damn time. Oh, this is why I'm grumpy and constantly suffering, because I can't sneeze on a regular basis. I just suffer. All the time suffering. I want a Zubat next route. You better give me a Zubat or I'm gonna be very sad. I might be able... 203, right? Yeah, okay. Zubat, 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 Zubat! Zubat, 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 Zubat! It's an Abra! Pokeball, go, please. Stay in the ball, stay in the ball, stay in the ball, stay in the ball, stay in the ball! Stay. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Nickname for Abra. Damn it, I wanted a fucking Zubat. That level of luck, is it? Is it? The book says Abras are common on this route. Of course, I'm looking at an old book. Who did the last name? It was Brian, so Twaz, you're up, unless Warlock has a better, pun. Okay, well. But then we'll have a Kadabra named Kadabra. Nope, Warlock actually said a thing, so sorry, we're gonna go with Warlock. You get the next one, I guess, Twaz. Abraca, but only work. No, I'm not in, I have not read Adventure Zone or listened to it. Okay, well, that's what we're going with. Well, we got an Abra. That's not the worst thing to have, I suppose, but it's not a Zubat. One of my FF14 friends uses SR limit break. I don't know, call out? Do people do call outs? Do they do anime styled attack call outs? See, I only recently even got the limit break button on one of my hot bars. I kept forgetting to grab it, if you recall. Man, I wanted a Zubat. I want a Crobat, damn it. Oh! I asked, did we want to take in-game trades or not? I mean, we can't get doubles of anything that we trade for, so it's not like it's gonna give us a benefit. Well, I don't have to trade with the woman, the lady in Orberg. I already have an Abra. I don't need a Machop. Well, we could go catch a Machop still. People do healing macros and limit rate macros. Oh, okay. Raise mostly so one healer knows what the other is raising and you don't double effort. Oh, okay. I've seen people mention using limit breaks before, but it's like it's early game stuff and I don't think it even matters most of the time. See, I could get a Zubat in the cave coming up, but I'm probably gonna end up with a fucking Geodude. Of course, then there's another cave, but I can get Onyxes in that cave. But I could also get a Zubat. I'm one of the few people that is like, I want a Zubat. Where are all the Zubats at? No one goes around asking for Zubats. Except me. The only problem with having an Abra is that means we have to let it sit there until it hits level 16. The red mage max level LB is notoriously blinding, so it's one of my LB macros is let I mean, not wrong, I guess. Hey look, Brian, another Abra. I'm not gonna get any experience off of it. I'm not going to kill it. Damn it. Yeah, I've never actually used the limit break yet in the game. I'll say that's what my book says, even though my book's old. I don't know how much of a one-to-one port this game is, but I'm gonna use it just as a guide Because that's what it is. It's a strategy guide. I mean, so far it's been accurate. I must have been flashing back to the old school games where that thing was super rare. I mean, that's fair. Hey, in Pokemon Legends, they're actually quite common. There's like there's at least 2 areas that I know of off the top of my head that you can just find them kind of everywhere. Did I show you guys the screenshot of the Alpha Albra I found? I don't know if I have it on the Switch or if it's on my phone. Hold on a minute. I'm gonna go check in a second. My sound's off again. Oh. Oh, this isn't it. But I got attacked by 3 Kadabra this was a while ago, but I got attacked by 3 Kadabra and that was scary. Oh, I don't have a picture of it. All these stupid Ring Fit Adventure ones is because the screenshot button's in a really dumb place. I don't know what the fuck this is supposed to be. Darn it. Oh, here's my Alpha Stantler next to a normal Stantler. It's really funny to me. And this was the first time I saw the Gyarados in the sky. Because it was stupid. Oh, I don't have the Alpha. I don't have the Alpha Abra. The Alpha Abra is about the same size as a regular Kadabra. If you're wondering. Okay, anyway, enough of that. I mean, if it makes you feel better, the book says Abra appears on Route 203 or 215, but they are very elusive. If you find it difficult to capture, you can resort to trading with the woman in Orberg City. So, I mean, the book says they're technically rare, but I found 2, so... God damn it. Hold on, I need to check the sound again. I don't know why it's doing this. I'm gonna toggle this on and off. That just broke it a little bit. Well, it fixed it. That's so weird. I'm gonna have to Google that later. The thing is well, granted, we haven't played anything on the PS4 or PS3 in a while, but I feel like it's the only system that's been this is the only system it's been an issue with. I don't think... No. I guess we had some sound issues when we were playing on the Wii U. Is Bidoof just in a slow experience group? Because goddamn, it is not leveling as fast as I'm hoping it will. Okay, we're gonna go heal, and then we'll see about doing some of the battles on this route. We'll at least try to get to Orberg City. I don't know if we'll do... We're probably not gonna do the first gym today. I'm probably going to try and get... Well, no, we might not need the mod shop from Route 207, if we can get one there. I mean, we have Piplup, so we should be fine. Really? Did you know the first Pokemon? Okay, blah blah blah. We haven't battled you yet. I'm full of energy because I get power from my Pokemon. That's not how that works, but okay, kid. It's a doofy. Looking, oh, by the way, Warlock, looking at bright lights doesn't seem to help me with sneezes. I remember hearing, like, if you looked at the sun, it would help if you needed to sneeze. But it never seemed to do it for me. Why is that a thing anyway? I don't get why that's a thing. Yay. Ooh, rollout. Fun. Zubat! Of course he has a Zubat. I want a Zubat. I haven't even seen one Zubat. I want a Zubat. Zubat. Supersonic. Oh, fuck off with that noise. Don't you do it. Bucky, don't you do it. No. Okay. Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay. Yay. So I feel bad that kid has a Zubat. Because bodies are weird, that's why. I mean, that's fair. That's a fair assessment. Oh, my poor Bidoofin Zubat. Yeah. Yeah. Your poor Bidoofin Zubat. Oh! Okay, sure. Wow, that evolved super early. I know I shouldn't be surprised, that's how bugs generally work, but sometimes it catches me off guard. Yay! It's a Kricketune. Ooh, Fury Cutter. Fun. Item. A Pokeball! Damn it. There's an item over there, but I can't get it. We're always together. I'll show you how we've bonded. Okay. How come these kids younger than me have a Pokemon and I don't? Why did I have to wait this long to get a Pokemon? Like, that's not fair or something. I'm older than this kid. Why does he get a magical animal thing? How is that fair? Why is this kid better than me? Why does he get a Pokemon? My dad is probably killed by a Pokemon. My mom doesn't actually trust them. Youngster Dallas. He's probably had that Kricketot for a day. Oh shit. I forgot she was up here. I found a trainer while looking for some Pokemon. You're looking in the middle of the path, but okay. She's trying her best. It bothers me with the trainer last sprite because she's holding the Pokeball in her left hand when she's frozen and then it goes to her right hand by the cut. That's not how that works. I guess she could have switched hands really fast, but I don't like it. So I'm gonna complain. Okay, random question time. How do you guys feel about people who instead of pushing their cart at the store, pull it by the front of it? How do you feel about cart pullers instead of cart pushers? I'm just asking because I'm curious. I'm not judging if you do it one way or the other, I suppose. I mean, maybe I'm minorly judging. I kind of hate it that my cousin, he pulls his cart through the store, and I just... For some reason, I just find it... annoying? I don't understand. So, you know how carts, they have the handles in the back, and you usually stand behind them and you have to push them through the store? Right? Some people, they stand in front of their carts, reach behind them, and yank it along with them instead of pushing it. I'm asking, what are your thoughts on the people that grab their carts and pull it along with them through the store? It seems harder on the fingers at the very least. I guess, yeah. A Badu. Star-Lord out. Have you not seen people pull their cart through the store, or is that how you use your shopping cart, Brian? Depends on whether or not... This is just a random guy. Most people I see do it... Well, no, I can't say I've seen... Most people I see do it are usually guys by themselves that usually don't have a child with them. I think I've only legitimately seen guys do this. I walk through all tall grass until I find the Pokemon I want. That's why I'm on the middle of the fucking path, not in the tall grass at all, because I'm an idiot. Shit! We'll probably switch back to using Flip-Flop for a bit. Most of our Pokemon are kind of even right now on our levels. That's the one thing that bothers me, or that I get weirdly... I'm gonna say OCD, I know it's not technically OCD. But the one thing I get hung up on is, like, I like all my Pokemon to be at the same level. And usually when I train them, I like to train them to, you know, like a nice even number. I do it sometimes when I'm looking around and I don't want to leave my cart, but I do it the whole way through this. But to do it the whole way through the store is weird. I mean, yeah, if you're maybe like looking around and you don't want to go all the way back behind your cart, that makes sense, but no. Oh, you can't get over here. Okay. Didn't see the stairs earlier. No, I'm talking about pulling your cart all the way through the store. My cousin pulls his cart the entire time through the store. See, I think to me the one reason why I don't like it is if you're behind a cart, right, and you're pushing it, you're usually closer to the cart. Your elbows are bent. You don't push a cart like with your arms all the way out. Normally, you can, but most people don't. But if you're in front of the cart, I guess, yeah, you can have your arm bent, but you have, like, more leeway to, like, outstretch your arm, and then you're taking up that much more space, because your cart's just kind of doing what it wants behind you, and you're just pulling along with the full length of your arm. Does that make sense? Oh, my Pro Controller battery is getting low. Where is the cable? Come here. So I think that's why I just don't like it. I'm not saying that everyone is like full arm out with their cart, but a lot of the times you are. Because trying to pull a cart, I think, with your arm like held bent with you feels weird, right? That would feel weird. Normally if you're pulling something, your arm's like extended, right? 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 I'm just trying to think of the logistics of it, and it doesn't seem to make sense. It's like you're just taking up more space than you need to. I got a nifty Keen Gym badge. Keen Gym badge. Gym badge from the gym leader in Oreburg City. Okay. Gym badge. I want to go on our gym challenge. Gym challenge? Gym. Bird again. I know this is like if a dog wore pants scenario where it doesn't really matter how you use your cart or how a dog would wear pants, but it just, I don't know, weird. Carts are designed for you to push them. I know when people that collect carts out in a parking lot have them in a train, they're sometimes pulling them, But that's different. It's different. Like their job to get them and hold them in. I don't know. Oh, right. So I was looking at my convention schedule, by the way, for the next couple of months. I should be releasing my current schedule tomorrow for the shows I have, but because I'll be out of town for some of those, that does affect the stream schedule, so I'm going to try and get... I know I didn't do it when my mom had her surgery, like I kept saying I was going to. Or when I had a con. I said that I was going to put out a schedule, but I'm going to try and put together like monthly schedules the next couple months to show which days are probably canceled for streams. A lot of the conventions I have this year are like one-day things on Saturday, but some of them are on Sunday, and that means art streams will not be happening on those days. And there are certain ones where I'm out of town for a good bit of time. Around Memorial Day, we're probably going to be taking like a week or two off from streams just because I'm going to be going down to Georgia and maybe Texas around that time. And I just won't have everything for stream. I don't really have like a mobile setup for my streams with the laptop. But that's not until the end of May. But I will be looking at getting some calendars up for everybody. I'm bringing it up now while I'm thinking about it. I was trying to see what my next couple of months are looking like. Because it's usually around this time that my convention schedule starts to ramp up a little bit more. Normally I'd say I'd hope that I had more conventions lined up this year, but I'm still getting back into the swing of things with it, I guess. And it's a little sad. It's like my heart isn't fully into it. I think it's just because there's been a few shows, like I try and I've been getting more rejections than I'd like to see. This week's art stream is probably going to be worked on another small animation project I have. But there might be a stream coming up soon or something where we're going to be looking at maybe Artist Alley stuff. I'm thinking... So let me pick your guys' brain here. If you don't have like an opinion or anything on it, you know, that's fine. I'm trying to put out feelers for this idea I'm having. So I've switched to for my commissions. I was doing them on an 8.5 by 11 cardstock. I was like, that's fine. But I recently upgraded to some nice 9 by 12 Bristol paper because it's a bit thicker and my markers look nicer on it. And I realized after doing my Spam Tin picture that, well, I got it scanned. I was like, oh, I could get these printed. Well, you can size 9 by 12 up to 18 by 24 or 30 by 40. I could have a 30 by 40 Spam Tin poster if I wanted to. So I'm thinking for Artist Alley stuff of switching all my prints to 9 by 12s, because then I could scale them up to 18 by 24, or I could scale them down to like 4 by 6 or something like that. I think it's like 4.5 by 6. I don't have my thing here. For those of you who maybe go to cons, which might not be everybody, I understand. Do you have, if you were to buy prints, do you have preferences on the size? Is what I'm getting at. Because I know some people at conventions, I'll have like larger size prints. I usually have 11 by 17s. And I'll have people ask like, oh, do you have it in a smaller size? And I don't, because I sell 8.5 by 11s and 11 by 17s. You can't scale 8.5 by 11s down to or 11 by 17s down to 8.5 by 11s very well. They're not the same aspect ratio at all. If I switch to 9 by 12s, I can make smaller things, and then I can make bigger things. And I kind of like that prospect of having size options for things. You're still a pretty new trainer, aren't you? But it's all good. You've a new fellow friend of Pokemon. So let me make a gift of these technical machines to you. Yay, TM98s. What are these, Rock Smash? Yeah. FYI, when you use a technical machine to teach your Pokemon move, that TM will then break. So think very carefully about when to use it. I've also added a new feature to your Pokewatch, rookie trainer. Hidden Moves app. Use Rock Smash from your Pokewatch, and a wild Pokemon will get rid of boulders on your path. But to use this hidden move in the field, you'll first need the gym badge from Oreburgh City. I'm looking forward to see your growth. So, considering that Rock Smash is now considered a technical machine, and we have a hidden machines app, does that mean HMs themselves just don't exist? Because I guess if you have your Pokewatch, you have like unlimited uses for it. Oops. I don't really like the setup for having to go in here and do it though, because the cursor is very slow. Is there a way to speed up the cursor? It'd be different if I was playing in handheld, but I'm not. Cursor. Nope. Okay. That's sad. But yeah, back to my question. Oh wait, we can get your Pokemon in here! Zubat! Yay! Yay! Don't kill it, please. I'm just gonna throw a Pokeball at it and hope it stays. Stay. Please, please, please. Yay! The game is saved! Zubat time. Nickname for Zubat. I don't know who went last. Zubat. Best boy. Robert Pattinson. Bruce Wayne. I don't know. I just saw Batman. It's on my mind. Leave me alone. Zubat name. Well, you guys think I'm gonna go back on my tirade. But yeah, like, if you were buying... See, what I was getting at... Yeah, because some people, they don't have space for, like, 11 or bigger prints. So would it be easier, better, if I had, like, multiple sizes as options? Best friend, all one word. Okay. Now, do we want to do friend or fwind? If I know how to... Apparently I don't know how to spell friend, so it doesn't matter. Okay, well, nope, it's that. Yay! Okay, this run's been saved. We trainers will accept challenges anywhere. It's what we do. It must suck to be a trainer that's destined to just sit in a cave. What? Did you have a name, Warlock? Were you slow to pick out the name? Oh no, the Shinx knows Thundershock at this point. Fuck! Oh. Or it'll do that. That's fine. No. What? Wait, what happened? I'm lost. I lost the plot. Vamper Curtis? Insufficiently raised? Yeah, because you live in a cave. You troglodyte. Gee, when you're in a cave, wild Pokemon can appear anytime. And you chose to stay in here like a loser. To celebrate my getting through this cave, I'm going to battle you. The cave's not that big, honey, but okay. No, it's not that I had a name. I don't believe you because you're putting that smiley face there. That's very suspect. Best Friend is the name of a song that was my song with... Oh. I'm sorry. I was about to say, oh no, this Budu is a problem, but it's a level 5 Budu, so I'm not afraid of it. Yet. Okay, Brian. When I get out of this fight, I want you to look at something for me. I'm going to initiate another fight. In the upper right corner. See, I thought this was just an issue on my Switch. Like, maybe there was something wrong with the screen. I will point it out when I start it back up, but look in the upper left corner of the intro screen to the battle. I want you to go into your game if you get a chance to see if yours does that, or if it's just something on mine, or if it's just this area. Because I don't know what the issue is with it. If you're confused, there's like a weird, it's like a phantom item lighting effect something. Like I mean, if we find a name writer, we can change it. I don't know where these games aren't like Sword and Shield where they have name raiders in every town, or like Legends where you can just change the name whenever the heck you want to. Ow, the blink rate on that Psyduck is so bad. Look at it! Its eyeballs aren't even modeled! Okay. But yeah, there's a weird, like, graphical thing going on in this game in the upper left corner. At least in the caves when I initiate a battle. Okay, let me get something to trigger. Come on. Game. Okay. Come on. Game. Game. Please? 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 Today? Really? Why? Excuse me? There. Okay. Upper left. Do you see it? It's like a reddish purpley mark. It would be like above the trainer's head. Did you see it? It's on the blue background. It fades away as soon as you get to like the rock background. But I don't know if it's always there. For some reason I noticed it in here. I wasn't checking other points. I don't know. Again, it looks like it's... I don't know. Like, it looks like it's a graphical error, and if it was something wrong with my screen on my Switch, that makes sense. But it doesn't make sense if it's happening on the TV, too. Okay, yeah, if you could. Like, it's not like it hurts anything, but again, if you look at it, it's just very weird. Okay, see, look, again, right there. Like, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just a cave-only thing, or I wasn't paying attention earlier. Let's go outside and check. I didn't mean to use charm. Fuck! Motherfucker. Sandstorm? That's over the top, dude. How would you... I like how Geodude can just summon wind in this cave. It could be something with the... Yeah, see, that's the thing, is I don't know. When I was playing the game a little bit, because I was going to get Rorik from the mine, I kept noticing it. Like, there's no graphical issue in that corner anywhere else. Hold on, let's go outside. I'm gonna go check in the grass. Fuck! Also, now that I've pointed it out, you're probably always going to see it. I don't know if it's, like, shadowing in the background or what. Sandstorm, how the rude. That was my one allowed pun. I don't get it. Okay, here, let's see if it happens out here. If not, it's just a thing in caves. No! 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 It's with the backgrounds. because there was an effect here, but it was at the outlines of the trees. But it wasn't as noticeable as it is in the caves. So if you look at, yeah, okay. It's some part of the background that's just bleeding through, and for some reason just that one. Oh, Sandstorm is an electronica song by, oh, okay, I'm not familiar with it, I'm afraid. Sorry, I'm sleuthing here about the weird graphical things on my game. See, I only noticed on the left side. Does it happen on the right side too? No, okay. Okay, I know what it is though. I don't think we're at the right camera angle here. There's a wall that's on that side, and it has like a shadow line. For some reason it bleeds through onto that screen. So kind of a meme song. I saw it on a Game Grumps. See, that sounds like something I would have heard. I just don't know what. I just don't know the title off the top of my head, possibly. Okay, we're in. Oh shit. Howdy, trainer. If you don't have a single gym badge, other trainers will look down on you. Like you're a total noob, right? Noob. So I'll show you where the I don't need you to. Fucking goddammit. It must suck that if you follow people, you're locked in this really stilted way of walking in cardinal directions. Huh? There's someone there. Hi, Twas. Huh? Oh, it's you, Forte. You finally got here? You're slow, like always. Rude. You're so slow, the gym leader's long gone now. He said he had to go to, oh yeah, to Oreburg Mine. I got my badge already, so it's no big deal to me, but... Thanks. Anyway, the Pokemon Center is over here, because it's not when you enter the town, it's over here. What? Why are you allowed to post the links? You got... Someone else post a link. That's not Brian. Brian, don't post a link. Twas, post a link. Why is Brian allowed to post the links? Why are you allowed to post links? No, it's fine. It's just I'm confused because I had it set to where you shouldn't be allowed to post links. And you did it one other time that it confused me, and I was just looking at the settings the other day. See, Warlock can't post links. Why are you allowed to post links, Brian? Turn off your cheats. What did I tell? But is it a subscriber thing? What? Because you both are subs, right? And subs, post links, and Twitch. I'm just about to end, but I'm just very... What? What? I don't have a bot or anything that does that. What? Yeah, you said that the other night, Brian, and yet you kept cheating. Don't lie. Huh. Okay. Sorry, I wasn't trying to, like, scold you or anything. I just wanted to see if someone else could. But Warlock can't. So, I guess there's a weird sub-only link posting that I didn't know about. It's fine, but like I said, you did it the other day and it completely threw me off because I know I had blocked out. I had blocked that from just for safety's sake. Not that I don't trust you guys or anything, it's just in case. So that's why it's just kind of funny. I'll say funny. So I'm just very surprised that it lets you do that. I don't even know where that is for me to check it. I saw it the other night when I was messing with things, but the young child on the left side of the screen is hurrying. You mean this one that's had too much coffee? He pushed me. Rude? Don't push. What the fuck is your deal? When I run around with my running shoes on, it feels like I'm the center of attention. Oh, Twaz. We gave him the attention he wanted. Damn it. No, get off my screen. He's still there. Get off my screen. Anyway. They can't be phased, they're unfazable. Yeah, you know. Anyway though, this is where we're gonna leave it for tonight. Next week we will see about training up some more so we can go battle our first gym. And hopefully we don't wipe this early, but I think our setup's better than when it was an Emerald. So, yeah. First night of Nuzlocke down. I'm gonna keep tabs on how fucking long this takes me. I hope it doesn't take on. I hope it doesn't take as long as it did the first time, because I don't want this to go on for a full year. Well, no, we managed to finish it before we hit the year mark, but we got awfully close. Sounds like we need a phase change there. I don't get these puns. Maybe I'm just tired. For some reason, they're not landing for me, guys. Are you losing your touch? Are you losing your touch with your puns, guys? You might need to step it up a bit, because it's not working very well. Anyway, yeah, so that'll be it. Tomorrow is Legends. Friday we're back to Celeste with more strawberry hunting. I forgot to get strawberries. I was at the store today. I'm going to the store tomorrow, it's fine. Sorry. And Sunday, yes, should be art stream. I'll get a schedule or some calendars up for you guys soon, so you know what the schedule looks like in the next coming months. But other than that, oh, I need to update the schedule image down below too, because I'm pretty sure it doesn't show that we're playing Pokemon today. It shows that we're still playing Psychonauts 2, and we're not. But you know, the schedule should be what it is for a while. We kind of just have a bunch of long form things going on, but that's okay. That's okay. We're mainly a Pokemon stream, sort of, right now. Celeste can't be a Pokemon game once we wrap it up, but we're gonna be on that one for a while if I'm trying B-sides and crying. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So thanks guys for tuning in for the first night of our second Nuzlocke. I hope you guys are excited for it. I'm apprehensively looking forward to it. Hopefully it doesn't go awful. Again, we chose this game for a reason. It has some hopefully built-in safety nets, but we still have to be careful. So we'll see. Until hopefully tomorrow or whenever I see you next, I hope you take care, stay warm, all that fun stuff. We're in the time of the year where the state doesn't know what it's doing weather-wise, and that's always fun. So I will see you guys when I see you, and you guys all have a good night. Okay? Okay. Right. Bye-bye.